Welcome to another enthralling episode where we travel through time, delving deep into the annals of British history. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey tracing the rise and reign of a remarkable monarch, Charles III. Let's weave through the tapestry of his life, exploring the shadows and highlights of his rule, a story that's as captivating as it is transformative. Chapter 1: Early Life. Born into the House of Windsor, Charles Philip Arthur George, known to us today as Charles III, wasn't an ordinary child. He was born with the weighty legacy of a monarchy that had weathered the trials of time, tradition, and turmoil. As a young prince, he was carefully groomed for the throne, educated under the finest tutors, and trained in the art of leadership, diplomacy, and public service. Charles's parents, Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, instilled in him the values of duty, resilience, and commitment, attributes that would later define his reign. His early years were imbued with a deep sense of responsibility and an understanding of the profound role he was destined to assume. Charles displayed an early affinity for the environment and architecture, passions that would later shape his role as a monarch and environmental advocate. His time at Trinity College, Cambridge, where he read history, archaeology, and anthropology, broadened his perspective, imbuing him with a rich understanding of human society and its intricate dynamics. His life took a significant turn when he was bestowed with the title of Prince of Wales in 1969. This was followed by his investiture, a public acknowledgement of his future role as the king. It was a monumentous occasion, one that signaled the beginning of a journey that would be etched in the annals of British history. Charles's early life, though filled with privilege, wasn't devoid of trials. He served in the Royal Navy, embodying the spirit of service and sacrifice. His personal life, too, was marked by highs and lows. The world watched as the young prince navigated relationships, the most significant one being his marriage to Lady Diana Spencer in 1981, a union that would be as tumultuous as it was transformative. Chapter 2: Ascension to the Throne. The day dawned on the 8th of September 2022 when Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history, passed away. The nation mourned the loss of their queen, but in the midst of the sorrow, a new king was to rise. Charles III ascended the throne, stepping into a role that he was preparing for all his life. His coronation was a grand affair, an event that marked the beginning of a new era. It was steeped in centuries-old traditions, a testament to the enduring legacy of the monarchy. As Charles took the oath, he made a solemn promise to serve his people, to uphold the values of justice, integrity, and dedication. Charles III's reign was marked by a keen understanding of his role as a constitutional monarch. He recognized the delicate balance between tradition and modernity, between the monarchy's symbolic role and its practical implications. He respected the boundaries of his power, mindful of the democratic principles that underpinned the nation. The public was captivated by the dawn of this new era. The world's eyes were trained on Charles III, scrutinizing his every move, their curiosity piqued by the new king's ascension to the throne. However, Charles III rose to the occasion with aplomb. He bore the mantle of his new role with dignity and grace, demonstrating a deep, intuitive understanding of his royal duties and responsibilities. Charles III was stepping into shoes previously filled by his mother, a beloved figure who had reigned for nearly 7 decades. The world watched with bated breath as he navigated his new role, with each decision and action being meticulously observed and evaluated. Yet Charles III remained unfazed. He carried his mantle with grace and confidence, demonstrating a deep understanding of the role he was destined to play. His reign was marked by his commitment to his duties and his unwavering dedication to his subjects. Chapter 3: Reign and Reform. Charles III's reign saw the monarch take on a more active role in the affairs of the state, carefully walking the line between royal influence and political neutrality. His interest in environmental conservation and urban development became a significant part of his reign, shaping policy discussions and public awareness around these crucial issues. Recognizing the impact of climate change, Charles III leveraged his position to advocate for environmental sustainability. He championed various initiatives urging both individuals and corporations to adopt sustainable practices. His commitment to the environment wasn't just a passion, but a mission, one that he pursued with vigor and dedication. Charles III also played a significant role in the realm of architecture and urban development. He advocated for sustainable and community-friendly urban planning, promoting the integration of nature and heritage in modern design. His vision was to create cities and towns that weren't just aesthetically pleasing, but also socially and environmentally responsible. Under his reign, the monarchy underwent significant reforms. Charles III was a firm believer in transparency and accountability. He sought to modernize the monarchy, making it more accessible and understandable to the public. This included measures such as opening up more royal engagements to the media and publishing annual financial reports. Charles III also advocated for interfaith dialogue and religious tolerance. He was the first monarch to take the title Defender of Faith rather than Defender of the Faith, reflecting his commitment to religious pluralism. His efforts in this direction were a testament to his desire to foster unity and mutual understanding among his subjects. Chapter 4: Legacy. As we move towards the twilight of Charles III's reign, we can't help but reflect on the indelible mark he has left on the British monarchy. His reign has been characterized by his deep commitment to his duties, his passion for environmental conservation and sustainable urban development, as well as his efforts to modernize the monarchy. Charles III has been a monarch of the people. His reign has been marked by his efforts to understand and address the needs and concerns of his subjects. His approach to the monarchy has been a blend of tradition and modernity, a balance that has earned him the respect and admiration of his subjects. A king's dedication to environmental sustainability has a lasting impact. His advocacy for sustainable practices, both at an environmental and corporate level, has helped shape public consciousness around environmental conservation. His efforts in this regard will undoubtedly be a significant part of his legacy. Charles III's efforts to modernize the monarchy to make it more transparent and accountable have reshaped public perception of the institution. His reign has been characterized by a commitment to openness and inclusivity, principles that have been deeply ingrained in the fabric of his rule. Equal noteworthy is Charles III's unwavering dedication to fostering religious tolerance and promoting interfaith dialogue. His paradigm-shifting decision to adopt the title Defender of Faith has been a potent symbol of his commitment to religious plurality. This, along with his continued efforts to encourage interfaith communication, has greatly contributed to cultivating a sense of mutual respect and understanding among his diverse subjects. Chapter 5: A King Remembered. As we reflect on the reign of Charles III, we see a monarch deeply committed to his duties, a king who has used his influence to advocate for environmental conservation, sustainable urban development, and religious tolerance. His reign has been marked by a delicate balance of tradition and modernity, a balance that has defined his role. Charles III's reign will be remembered for the reforms he introduced, reforms aimed at modernizing the monarchy and making it more accessible to the public. These reforms have redefined the role of the monarchy, making it a more transparent and accountable institution. His legacy as an environmental advocate will also be a significant part of his reign. His efforts to promote environmental sustainability have not only shaped policy discussions, but have also helped raise public awareness about the urgent need for environmental conservation. But perhaps the most enduring aspect of Charles III's reign will be his commitment to his subjects. A king who listened, who understood, and who acted. A king who used his influence to advocate for change and progress. A king who served not just as a figurehead, but as a beacon of stability, progress, and unity. As we conclude this extraordinary journey through the life and reign of Charles III, we're left with a profound sense of admiration and respect for a monarch who has dedicated his life to his duties and his subjects. A king who has navigated the intricate corridors of power with grace and dignity. A king who will be remembered for his commitment, his passion, and his legacy. As we turn the page on this chapter of British history, we're left with a deeper understanding of the monarchy and the remarkable king who has helmed it. Until next time, continue to explore, to learn, and to understand. History isn't just about the past, it's about how it shapes our present and informs our future. Bye for now, and keep the spirit of exploration alive.